Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Beerman Network State of Show. It's like the State of the Union, but the only difference is it's the State of the Beerman Network, because a lot of people are asking me, hey, Beerman, what's going on? Well, let me tell you what's going on. Bud Light Platinum's definitely on the menu tonight, okay? No doubt about it. Um, you know, so let me tell you what's going on. All right. A couple weeks ago, we did a show where we had guests from Hollywood, California, Victoria, and Corrado. And at that time, I was feeling confident and feeling like the Beerman Network was going places that it hasn't gone in a really, really long time. I thought the Beerman Network was going to go to the top of the mountain. And after that show, I slowly but surely watched things decline. And then I made a decision that I needed to pull the plug on the format because the phone calls weren't coming in. Well, currently the decision is made that we need to start over and rebuild the Beerman Network. So, with that being said, tonight we start all anew. Tonight is the beginning of a new chapter. Tonight is the beginning of rebuilding from the ground up. So meaning that we're going to take things at a really, really slow pace and build it up nice and slow. So tonight, it's laid back. It's talking about what's happening in hot. There's so many things going on in the world right now that we need to discuss them. So, since I need to discuss things, let's discuss, okay? Number one. There is a war brewing in the Middle East with Israel and Palestine. The problem with the situation there is that it is expected to turn into a major disaster. The entire Middle East is going to erupt into one big war. When that happens, we are looking at a major catastrophe. And therefore, as much as you know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but as a famous WWE wrestler says, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. And that bad news is, in the next 3 to 6 months, all I can say is that it is going to be really, really depressing, okay? Bottom line is, in the next 3 to 6 months, it's a lot of bad news. So, the bad news is this, that right now what you're watching is turning into Beer Bash 101. That's what it's turning into fast. But before I go into beer bash mode and drink like there's no tomorrow again, I just want to say that I really, really want each and every one of you viewers/listeners out there to understand that I'm not happy with the direction this has gone, okay? Originally, I had visions of something major happening, which would have led to a job in Hollywood, California. Well, the critics came back and they told me flat out, quote, Kyle Wilson told me that I would be great as a sidekick, but I need a star to take the role of the host, saying that I'm only good enough to be a great sidekick or a featured caller. Let me tell you something, Kyle Wilson. I know you do a little show once in a blue moon over there that you're a co-host of, okay? You're a newsman and a co-host, okay? Bottom line is, you know what? Everybody has an opinion like everybody has an a-hole. Trying to be clean tonight. So everybody's got an opinion. You know what? Your opinion is what you're entitled to. But in reality, Me, as a talk show host who was very successful back in 1992, I'm going to tell you that, you know what? I can be the leader of the circus. And, I do want a bigger name in the host slot, to be honest with you, Kyle. And in reality, those hosts cost a lot of money, and I don't have a budget to throw out there and get you a superstar. So, look, bottom line is what the Beerman Network has turned into is pretty much a disgrace, a sad state of affairs, and honestly, I'm not going to hide it anymore. I'm embarrassed by what the Beerman Network became. What the Beerman Network was on track on that Sunday evening to become was a great, great place, but slowly and surely it declined. And even Joe Benson weighed in, and so did so many others, including Steven. I won't say his last name because he don't like it being told, but he likes to be known as Steven Beer and Cheerios. So, I'm respecting that. But Beer and Cheerios even weighed in, even though Beer and Cheerios these days is another sad state of affairs like it's been for the last 2 or 3 years. So let me tell you something, Mr. Steven Beer and Cheerios. As far as I'm concerned, dude, you're written off, okay? So let me state that for the record. During the run of the Beerman Network's prime run, we had Dirty Twig as a guest on the show. Dirty Twig is a very valuable guy. And one day I hope that I can work with Reverend Bob Levy and the Dirty Twig. The two talented guys, it would be great for the Beerman Network. But unfortunately, I don't have the budget, like they say, trying to have champagne on a beer man's budget. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, a lot of people have lost faith in Beerman Network, even though I've tried to get it going. And I've come on here week after week doing broadcasts, trying to get people's interest back. But you know what? It's a sad state of affairs when people say, you know what, you've switched from Spreecast to you. Well, we started week 1 with Ustream and Talk Show. I've canned Talk Show because nobody was hitting up 724-444-7444. We just weren't getting phone calls on that phone number. For some odd reason, people thought it was a scam and they were going to get billed millions of dollars. I mean, really, the problem with people today is that they don't want to support something. Now, we kicked it off. We had regular callers, like we had our good friend South Jersey Taper, and we had Chuck called in a few times, and we had Anthony, and all these other people called in. But we had Chris DeMiro call in, and, we had Joe DeMiro call in once. From Florida, he called in. We had people call in. And then as time went on, we tried to get a show at Cheese Dogs, and we tried to get a show. We had a deal in place to do something with Nick's Roast Beef. We were going to do a show from Nick's Roast Beef in Old City. And I will tell you, the roast beef sandwich I had there is really good, okay? So if you're in the mood for a roast beef sandwich, yeah, take your butt down to South 2nd Street in Old City, Philadelphia, and have yourself a Nick's Roast Beef, all right? Make sure you tell them that Beerman Network sent you. Because, I want it to be known that at least, I am doing something positive for the guy who shopped there. And the sandwich was really good. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. The sandwich was great. And, at Cheese Dogs, I sampled their hot dog. And it was okay. It's a hot dog, though. You know what? I'd rather have a piece of flaming on. The bottom line is this. I realize that me and Cheese Dogs won't be doing business. And that's the truth. I'm not going to lie about it. We're not going to do business. Because hot dogs aren't a popular item. There is a market for hot dogs, and there are customers that go to that store. And I'm not saying it's a bad location. I'm just saying it's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? I gave it a run, and I said, you know what? Reality sets in, and you know what? Reality sucks. Reality sucks when you realize nothing's for you. And then you just have to sit here and talk to yourself with a beer bottle. because you realize that reality states that the truth is the only thing it's meant for you is to sit there and stare at a wall and try to figure out what the hell direction you want to go in next. I mean, I just spent 2.5, almost 3 years of my life working in security. And I've worked in security many years before. But you know, my greatest run in my life was as the beer man. As the beer man, I had great times and I worked short days. I didn't have to put in an 8-hour day. You know, 8-hour days aren't easy. I'm not the 8-hour type of guy anyway. And you know, after the car accident, which I was injured in, and I still am injured because it's a permanent injury, the bottom line is, it's difficult to recover from this injury. Almost a year later, I'm not recovered from it. And the bottom line is, on that day, my life changed forever. Now, I know I could have been killed on that day, but in reality, I lived. Why did I live? I still don't know, to be honest with you. I'm still trying to figure that out. You know, I'm really trying to figure out why I survived that car accident. I mean, there is a reason. Like they say, everything happens for a reason. But I still haven't been given my reason, and I just don't know what it is. You know, it's funny because now we're here, it's after 8 o'clock. I threw this out on Facebook with a link, you know, and it shows that people just don't give a rat's, you know. The bottom line is, if you are watching this thing, you know, you are watching it, that's great. But the bottom line is that there's a lot of people out there that I gotta wonder about them. I really gotta wonder about them, you know? I mean, I throw this out there, and it just seems people are telling me, basically they're saying, you know, fungu you, beer man, I don't care about you anymore. Well, you know what? My answer is then, if you don't give a shit, then why should I give a shit? There's a Sixers on right now that I can go watch. Bottom line is, I don't give a rat's ass less.
This is Cecily Tynan. A severe thunderstorm
You know,
warning has
there's a weather alert coming across here. You know, John Belair's got Weather Savior. And John found out, a big name like John Belair's found out, people aren't coming to his shows. You know, the thing is, I would expect some people to make it, but you know what? Bottom line is, tonight tells me something loud and clear. You know what it tells me? It tells me people just don't give a shit anymore. You know, and it kind of irks me. Yeah. People just don't want to support what you do. So you know what? That's their prerogative. They don't want to support this. That's fine. You know what I say? I'm gonna sit here and do it anyway. Cause you know what? I'm doing it not for them. I'm doing it for me. I don't do this for anybody except myself. I do it because I have a passion for it. You know what? If you can't respect that passion, then guess what? I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. So. Bottom line is, you know what? Like these critics try to sit there and critique everything you do. You know what? Bottom line is, I don't care what these people think. You know what? I've come to the point now where I've really. Bottom line is, I don't give a shit what people think. Why should I care? Are they paying my bills? Hell no. You know, I don't make a penny off this. I come here, like I said, because I have a passion to do it. You know, I have a passion to come here and say what's on my mind. And if people don't come, you know what? Oh well. It's not the end of the world if people don't show up. You know, and if they watch this back on archive, well then great for them. You know, I mean, I just don't understand why people are so damn cruel the way they are in today's world. But people have become really cruel, you know, and then they wonder why you feel the way you do, because people are just cruel. They're all about themselves. And, you know, people have become real ignorant, self-centered pieces of garbage. You know what I'm saying? Look, the bottom line is, if the world was going to end tomorrow, really, who's got your back? You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I look at this camera and I look at one person. You know who's got my back? I got my back. Because you know what? I'm going to support myself. Because there's an old saying, if you believe in yourself, maybe then the world will know your name. And I do believe in myself. I'm 100% positive that I believe in myself, because I wouldn't be sitting here right now if I didn't believe in myself. If I didn't believe in myself, then I would have said, you know what, screw the world, and I would have just exited this world. Bottom line is, one day, one sweet day, you're all going to have to answer to the Maker. We're all going to have to answer to the Maker. One sweet day, you're going to have to answer to your Maker too. And he's going to ask you, he's going to say, hey, why didn't you spend 10 minutes or 20 minutes of your time supporting that Beerman guy? Like, really, like, did you have to be that much of a prick that you couldn't go there and support the guy? Did you really have to be self-centered? I mean, really, it's July the 8th? And it's 8 o'clock at night. I mean, really, what better can you be doing with your time? Like, you can't spare 20 minutes to come hang out here? But the bottom line is, you know what it is? Nobody out there cares about what I do. So, that's fine. I feel great. I feel great about it. You know what? You're not going to bring me down, because the bottom line is, the end of the day, I don't get paid by what you do. I answer to myself. I sit here and watch every second tick off that clock, and I know that's my time. But you know what? This is what I want to do with my time right now. So I want to throw an hour into this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to sit here and talk for an hour. And I'm going to say what's on my mind. And I don't really give a shit about what your opinion is. Because you know why? Because most of your opinion is always about putting me down. You know, these people want to sit there and put me down. From Kyle Wilson to Joe Benson to Steve Beer and Cheerios, they want to put me down. That's all they want to do. They want to get their jollies off putting good old Beerman down. Well, guess what? Beerman says, you know what, fungu you. I don't need your opinion. I don't need you to come here. Because you know what? I could do this with or without you. This show's still going to be here. Somebody's going to stop by and look at it and say, you know what? Oh, I wonder what that guy's talking about tonight. Somebody will look at it. They might not look at it for long. But hey, all I can say to you is, I don't care about your opinion until you pay my bills. When you start paying my bills, then we can talk. Till then, your opinion ain't worth a shit to me. So, you know, it's like that song, saying in the Hall of Fame, the world will know your name. Well, guess what? You now know who the Beer Man is. And yeah, this is my second bottle of beer tonight, 6% alcohol. Deal with it. And you know what? I'm entitled to drink a six-pack once a week if that's what I want to do. If I want to drink a six-pack and sit here and talk to this camera, I'm going to sit here and do it. And if I want to sit here and have 5 seconds of dead air so I can slug it, I'm going to do that. You know why? Because I don't have a program director. Because I don't have a guy who pays me for doing this. This is true 100% American freedom. I don't have to answer to some jackass executive producer or general manager or whatever. I answer to me. And I'll sit here and drink my beer. Hey, at least I won't get a DUI because I'm at home. So, let me get another beer. Oh, I see you made it. Welcome aboard. Yeah, you got to go back and watch the archive if you want to hear what else I was saying. Let's see what we got here. I don't want to ask a poll question. Bullshit. I'm not asking no poll question. Take your poll question and shove it. How's that sound? Rolled gold. That's what I'm eating. Who do we have here? How you doing? Who do we have? Who's our first contestant on the beer bash? After I sat here and talked to myself for a while, we got our first contestant. Holy smokes, Trish in Connecticut. Wow. Nobody else made it, Trish, except you. 20 minutes in. You know, I was just talking about everything we did up till now. And I said from this point on, all future shows, I'm just going to do what I want to do. You know, all these people on Facebook like my page, 55 of them. Where's all my peeps at tonight? I know, they're fake likes, you know. People just like stuff for the sake of liking it. Hey, if I had 100 people here right now, it's not like I'm going to make $1 for it. Oh, cool. Maybe we'll get some people come hang out. Maybe they'll tie one on. Did you see the new website, by the way? Mike Digital sent me a new website. Some kind of iVlog.tv or something. It's actually like the old live video, but I'm not using my computer. I'm using my tablet, so. Yeah, I don't feel like using a computer, so. You know what's sad, Trish? You know Steve, right? Beer and Cheerios? That guy's so pathetic these days. He's living in a fucking hotel. Him and some other guy are living in a hotel, sharing a hotel room. That's how pathetic that guy is these days. You know what pisses me off is? You know what gets me mad, though? Is what Steve does, you know? I go in his room there, his Google Plus Hangout, and he mutes my microphone and does all this stupid stuff, you know? It's like, really, dude? Like, come on, man. Stop being a jack-off. He told me I'm on thin ice because he said the one night I was broadcasting his Google Plus room. Like, really, dude? You know what? I don't need you, dude. I'll do my own show. It's like, stop trying to be like, dude, you know what? Back in the day at Now Live, he was a superstar. Then live video, he was okay. And now he does his show from a hotel room with some goofy guy that's living with him there. Like, really, dude? Yeah, but he does it from a hotel room with some guy, and they sit on a bed together. It's like, what is this guy, lost his mind? You know, he used to be a really smart dude, and he's become a real idiot of late. I don't know what his problem is. Well, you know what the problem is? That he didn't manage. You know, other people told me what his problem is. I'm not going to talk about him all night. You know, but the truth is, though, a guy like Redneck gave him an opportunity and he blew it. So, you know what? The hell with him. The hell with him. Redneck gave him his opportunity, he blew it, and let him rot away in a hotel room with some other guy. Not my problem. Not my problem one bit if the two ride away. Hey, third beer here, by the way. Third beer. 6% alcohol. So I'm sitting here just getting hammered. You know, I was watching basketball, summer league. You know what? Baseball in this town sucks. The Phillies are terrible. So, what are you going to do? Your baseball team sucks. Your basketball team's playing summer league and your football team hasn't even started. You know, Trish, it's a shame they don't have where you can cam up. Just to let you know, the Beerman Network is starting from the ground up as of tonight. It's a brand new start. We're not going to be playing this Hollywood bullshit anymore, man. I'm going to be the real me. I'm the beer man, damn it. I'm not going to act for anybody. This whole fake snobby bullshit, I'm done with it. I am the beer man, damn it. Ain't gonna have me play an act anymore. You know, I was promised an opportunity to get a job, and I was let down by it. That's what happens when you trust some guy that you don't know, and he says, oh yeah, I'll give you the world, and then he doesn't show up for the meeting you had playing with him. Makes you look like a total moron. Makes 1,000,001 excuses. Honestly, I didn't even know you were in Philly. I'm being dead serious. I didn't even know you were in Philly. I am not lying. I swear I did not know it. I was on vacation last week. I had all kinds of time on my hands. I just went back to work yesterday. And then I found out yesterday that I got today, or I got tomorrow and Thursday off. So, you know, now I'm here doing the show because I got off tomorrow, another day off. I had off all these days. I'm like, well, might as well do a show. Talk about the state of the Beerman Network and how it's going to be rebuilt from the bottom on up. My attitude now is I don't give a shit about the numbers anymore. I don't get paid by the numbers. All this shit about 700 hits on the Hollywood show. Who cares about the Hollywood show? It's yesterday's news. Where's that at? What's the address of that place? The Sleep Inn and Suites. I don't even know where the hell that's at. So, if you're here to find out what my big announcement was tonight, well, some people might be here looking at, see what the big announcement was. Like I said, no more fake Hollywood shit, man. I'm going to be the Philly beer man. And that's it. I wear my Yankees hat when I have to, you know, when I go to the Jersey Shore. Did you guys see the video I showed of, it's on Facebook. I showed video and I said there's a story about those broads. Well, I laid my beach towel down between 7 girls. There was 3 in one group and 4 in another. So I laid my beach towel down, right? That was a week ago today I did this. And I ordered my first drink like about 3 minutes after, you know, laying it down. So then I decided to take the beach towel up and go for a walk up the boardwalk. And I had a wristband, so I went back to the beach. I ordered my second drink, and man, I was pretty fucked up. So, like tonight. Oh man, pound down beer after beer. That's why I'm eating Roll Gold. Roll Gold. Who the hell created that name, Roll Gold Pretzel, since 1917? Hey, there you go. You play the lottery, play 1917 tomorrow. You might win some money. Maybe it's an omen. We should all play 1917 in the lottery tomorrow. Oh, damn. What we got here? A box somewhere? I'm looking at this. I got all this shit on this phone over here. White Marsh Township. I don't know where that's at. What we got here? Haley Berry lets it slip. Her nipple, that is. Haley Berry. Somebody left. They're like, fuck this guy. Haley Berry. Haley Berry? I can't even say her name right. You know, a girl was married to David Justice. She let her nipple slip. Who cares? Come on, man. Tits ain't shit. I got man tits. What the hell? I ain't gonna lie to you. I got friggin' man tits, man. Yo, Talk 500 Radio Racket. If you guys are out there, I'm not here to impress anybody anymore. So, you know what? If you came here looking to scout me or something, I'm done with all that Hollywood shit, man. I'm just a dude from Philly. Beer man for life, man. You ain't gonna change that. I don't even like beer. I like frozen pina coladas better. But I'm working on my third beer. And it'll last like 45 minutes. So I'm getting nice and toasted tonight. So take that and smoke it, man. But you know what Joe Benson said? Oh, you don't have lighting. Well, guess what? I got great lighting now. Too bad I've got Hollywood on the phone, huh? I'm always eating. Well, yeah, because I'm drinking. You gotta eat and drink. You get sick as a dog if you don't. Yo, last time I built that pyramid, I didn't eat nothing. And guess what happened? I fucking dry heaved at 4 o'clock in the morning that night. That's a true story. Yeah. On my last show, I dry heaved at 4 o'clock in the morning, man. I'm not kidding you. Who the hell wants a dry heave, man? Not me. I mean, I hate throwing up, so, you know, I mean, but I'm patting liquor down. But this is 6%, that shit was 8%. Ugh. When I used to do back in the day the beer bash, I used to drink 7 beers. I used to drink 7, like in a couple hours. One time I broke a bowl and my wife made me replace it. Last show I was eating White Castle. It's hard to listen to you while you eat with your mouth open. It's kind of gross. Is that Trish saying that, or is that somebody else saying that? Here, I'll stop eating. Oh, fuck. Hey, you want to know how gross I am? I got some secrets, man. Let me swallow that shit, alright? Here, I swallowed it. I'm not eating anymore. It's not gross anymore, okay? Deal? I'm not eating anymore. Come on, type something. I like doing these shows where people type. It's kind of fun. Alright, listen. Whoever typed that, if it's Trish or it's another person, look. Like Survivor. Look, Jeff Probes. I ate it all. I swallowed it. I'm done it. Alright, no more food. That's what you guys want. No more food. I'll do no more food. Now make sure you send me a check now. I should set it up on my website, beermannet.com, so you can donate to me. You know, it would be nice if you donated some damn money to me, man, because, you know, I don't get paid for doing this. Even if you paid me $1, I'd be happy. $1 would actually like just justify it all. No, I do it. I said it already. I do it because I got a passion for it. You don't gotta send me no freaking money. Look, on that show when I had those Hollywood peeps on, Victoria and Corrado, okay, I said his name wrong. Frigger. That's what messed that show up. I kept calling the guy Cordero and his name's Corrado. If they would have just told me ahead of time how to pronounce his freaking name, maybe I wouldn't have fucked it up. I'm just saying, Hey, maybe next time people will say to me, yo, his name's Corrado, not Cordero. I mean, the dude's standing there on the camera. Somebody actually observed, and they're like, yo, that dude was stuck on himself, man. He's standing there like he's fucking the Macho Man or something. Like, you can tell he's looking at the camera and he's like in love with himself. Hey, the girl he had, man, the girl he's married to, though, she was hot, that Victoria girl. That's that Anthony guy's daughter. Man, she is hot. I'll give you that. Pretty hot. But anyway, me and hot chicks. I love hot chicks. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I'm the real beer man, damn it. It's like Scott Madisol, like he always says, I'm the real Scott Madisol. Well, guess what? You got the real beer man here tonight. Oh, shit. Wow. That's not her boyfriend. That's her husband. Wow. Somebody just literally outed her. Wow. Oh, man. Somebody just outed her big time. Only on the Beerman Network. Look at that. Somebody's like laughing my ass off. You gotta love it. Only the Beerman will keep it real with you, huh? Alright, I bet you that was my wife, by the way. I bet you any amount of money that's who that was. I'm starting to wonder. I bet you she's on her little iPhone. Wait a minute, I'm right back. I'm gonna find out. Damn, that wasn't my wife. That wasn't my wife. How about that? Aha. My wife's like, that's not me. I just went in the bedroom, walked into the bedroom and said to my wife, I was like, is that you? She's like, no, I'm on Pinterest. I'm not on your damn show. That's too funny. So who wrote that? Wow. Who wrote that? That's not Trish. That's somebody else that wrote that. I'm dying to know who wrote that now. Oh, don't even. Whoa, my lights just blinked. I think we're getting hit with a thunderstorm. Let me look up on my phone. Gotta see the radar picture and see what's going on. Damn, that's pretty funny. It's funny. I sound like Crazy Al. It's like, whoa, I don't want to sound like no Crazy Al. I'm not Crazy Al, okay? Sorry, but, I have no problem what he does, but she was having fun playing Make Pretend on your show, but anybody can. Whoa, who the hell is writing this, man? This is funny stuff. Come on. Is that really Trish or is that somebody else? Somebody just came down and just said some funny stuff. Wow, that's pretty good stuff what they're writing in the chat room right now. The funny thing is, I wonder what that Anthony guy thinks right now. Well, you know what? After he no-showed the meeting I had with him, that was like the ultimate slap in the face. I mean, you no-show a meeting and then tell me, oh, I had a meeting somewhere. I mean, that guy just, oh, man, don't even get me started about that guy. I mean, really. The problem is people don't realize I'm a smart motherfucker. Pardon my French, but you know what? I'm a smart mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't realize that Beer Man is a lot smarter than what they think, okay? Let me tell you something. I one time led a group of people on a march through my old neighborhood where I grew up in. I was on the Action News 11 p.m. newscast saying City Hall, we're not going to take it in Philly, okay? So I'm not trying to brag. I'm just telling you, this is what I really done. I don't put up with no BS, okay? And I'm a dude that gets things done, okay? I'm not scared to be a rebel. If you think I'm not scared to be a rebel, then you're kidding yourself. Look, shit's stuck in my teeth. I'm actually picking it out. Because it's hurt me. I got a fucking toothache because the shit's stuck in my teeth. You know, it's funny because Scott Madison is saying to me, dude, brush your fucking teeth. I haven't brushed them in a long time. That's what I'm going to say. I don't care. I'm telling you the truth. Listen, I don't make shit for a living, okay? I don't even make $25,000 a year, okay? You know, the guy I work with, he's an older guy. He's retired. He's got lots of money. Like, oh, he's well off, he tells me. Bottom line is, look, I don't make a lot of money at my job. It's the highest wage I've ever made in my life. I don't give a shit. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I don't have health insurance. I don't have none of that shit. So, you know what? My attitude towards life is, you know what? Like, who gives a fuck? Ooh, I like that. I like that. Whoever that is commenting is epic. Alright, I'm dying to know who this person is that says this stuff. Trish, is that you or is that somebody else? Just let me know if it's you, Trish, that's typing on us. Wow, I love how my people come to the bat for me, though. Trish, is that you that said that? Because you know what? I said the same damn thing. I'm reading the chat right now, and it says, you know, I'm not going to say it out loud, but let's just say, you know, everything that you're writing in the chat right now is the honest freaking truth. Wait a minute. Trish, that's not you writing it? It's not telling me who's writing it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. So that is, wait a minute. That's not Trish writing it. I don't know who the other guest is. Whoever the other guest is, though, I'm telling you, you're picking up on stuff. She didn't give me shit to work with. You're right. I guess we're not going to have this person identify himself. But you know what? I respect everything you're saying because, you know what? I said the same thing. Honestly, I was given a role deal in that situation, and that's what really messed up everything. So, you know, if I was given the right opportunities, then things would have never been so messed up. Oh, come on, man. Seriously? Come on. Really? Wait. No. Come on. Seriously? Wait a minute. You don't know me, but da-da-da. Nah, come on. Seriously? Well, honestly, look. I appreciate you coming here and telling me that. And I'm just going to go with it and accept what you're telling me as the truth. And you know what? I mean, look. That's awesome that you came here and told me that. Trish, don't you think that's awesome? Trish, back me up on this. Because Trish was my producer back in the day. You live? Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, look, honestly, I appreciate somebody coming here and backing me up. Well, I'm very thankful for you coming here telling me that. I really am. It's good to see that there are human people out there that will tell me flat out that I'm not a joke. I am a hardworking guy, and I really do take pride in what I do. And yeah, I'm getting a little bit buzzed here tonight, but bottom line is, I go all the way back, and I'm not trying to be a jerk or self-centered or anything like that. I go all the way back to 1992 with a television show. And it was a little low-power TV station, but I will tell you that I was brought up through the business. Oh, wow, that's not too far from me either. But you know what? I was brought up in the business of television, radio. I mean, look, radio, I'll be honest with you. I spent a lot of money to put a radio show. Wow. Well, I appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate the fact. Wow, our power is about to go to hell out. That's crazy. Our lights are blinking. Look, if my power goes out, I'll continue the show in the dark. I'm doing this with a tablet. I can't believe what somebody has wrote in the chat room, babe. Somebody wrote that they actually know those quote-unquote Hollywood people, and the things they're writing about them are pretty amazing. That's crazy. They wrote that they personally know them, and it's pretty crazy what they're writing about them. Who? Why would he do it? I mean, if he did that, that proves he's a total psycho case. Why would he do something like that? You know what, look, it's possible. Let me read this again and try to figure that out. Here you are, S.O. Jabroni from Philly, trying to make it. You made a big deal about them, and then they tanked your show. Wow. You know what, look, I'll tell you what. I don't know what to believe now. New Jersey is bracing for a major storm. PA, Connecticut, New York are in. Well, look, honestly, I mean, look, bottom line is I know I'm better than all that, and I can overcome it, and I will make a comeback. And let me tell you something. My vision for this Beerman Network is something that I can't let the cat out of the bag, as they say. But when I have the proper situation to do this, it's going to happen. I'm being serious with you, though. When I have the proper situation to do this, it will happen on a big scale. I've been down the block. Like I told you, I invested a lot of money on AM radio. I bought lots and lots of hours of airtime on AM radio. And, you know, there's some people who have been really sticking it to me from this radio racket group that have really kind of put me down. And you know what? I'm not going to let them get to me, because certain people are all negative and always talking down to me. And you know what? I'm a stronger person than that. You know, like I'm mentioning this guy Steve from Beer and Cheerios. Well, he's Steve Beer and Cheerios. That's what he goes by. I'm not letting him get to me. I'm not letting nobody who probably is jealous of what I'm capable of doing. The fact that I was able to sit there and do an interview with people of that caliber shows me personally that I'm good enough. That I was able to handle that shows me I'm good enough. And I don't care what anybody says. I know at the end of the day that my ability is there, and I am a damn good talk show host. And one day I'm going to prove myself to the world. And like the song says, the world will know my name. Wow, the power keeps blinking, man. Maybe somebody up above's trying to tell me something. Wow. I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't know what to make of it. I really don't. I'm trying my best, though. I really am. I want to be able to make this show into something. I want to make the network into something. And I have a lot of creative ideas. It's just that I've had a lot of bad breaks. When I set up to go live from Point Pleasant Beach, my signal just did not go through. So I taped it. And I think if you look at my YouTube videos, that you'll see that I really do have a great idea and I'm original and creative. No other broadcaster has ever done what I've done. Number one, back in 2007, I broadcasted a show from my cell phone. Okay, it was a radio show from my cell phone where I actually took calls on the air. I mean, really, how many times have you seen that done? Where the host was on a cell phone and actually took phone calls. So I think that I'm creative and original enough that I can make it happen. If I can get into that spectrum of a major audience type situation, give me a network. Give me a real big deal. And I tell you what, I pitch these ideas to them and they're going to make it happen. Bottom line is, first impression is everything. And I'm not Joe Cool or Johnny Come Lately. I am the real deal. My resume tells you I'm the real deal. Yeah, Channel 7 was a small, low-powered station. WNJC Radio was something that I paid out of my pocket for. And the internet is where I worked my butt off to put my name out there. On Now Live, live video, brickhouseradio.com, bunradio.com. I know I have the talent. So don't tell me I don't, because I don't believe you. If you tell me that I'm a no talent, I don't buy it. I think a lot of people really haven't seen what I'm capable of doing. Or a lot of people overlooked how I've created these products that nobody has ever done before. Really, nobody on the radio has hosted a show from a cell phone. I understand the quality issues, but in reality, nobody has hosted a radio show from a cell phone and actually took phone calls on the air. I worked the audience on the street, and I worked the crowd on the phone. Or I should say the crowd on the street, and I worked the audience on the phone. The callers and the crowd. I put them together. And I think as an executive producer of a radio show, I did a fine job. And nobody's going to tell me otherwise, because honestly, I'm going to laugh it off. The one thing that Beer and Cheerios guy made me was thick-skinned. And I don't take people's comments to heart, because I know this is a cruel world that we live in, and you can't take what people say to heart, because not everybody is going to work with you. There are a lot of people out here that wish they were born with the type of talent that I have. Look, I'll admit, when it comes to writing a post, I'm not the smartest knife in the drawer. But when it comes to getting on the air and talking, I have the gift to talk. And I can go hours with stories. I was able to get on ABC with Jenny McCarthy. I think it says a lot, doesn't it? I was able to put my arm around Jenny McCarthy without cops being waved over. It says a lot. Just think about that. There's a guy that used to be on QVC that talks smack to me. And honestly, he wrote on the internet, oh, that guy's an idiot. He looks like one of those protesters from the, I forget the, I can't remember the group though. But they're protesting on Wall Street or something. And he says, oh, he looks like one of those protesters. Number one, on ABC, my nerves were through the roof because I knew I was going national. And I wasn't emotionally prepared for it. So, of course, I'm like, oh, my God, I'm on national TV. I got to hog that camera. That's the truth. But Jenny McCarthy, and this is a God-honest story, Jenny McCarthy looked at me. She was totally flipping out at her producer, looked at me and said, I got a minute fill. I said, Jenny, I got you. And she knew it. The sad part about this whole story is, if I could prove that mainstream with a video where Jenny McCarthy looks at me and says it, I've got something there. That's what's really sad for me. Because you know what? If they gave me the opportunity to show you guys the video of Jenny McCarthy looking at me and saying, I got a minute to fill, and me saying to her, I got your back, Jenny. And when they went live, they worked me into it. Look at that YouTube video. Mike Loves Jenny. You'll see everything right there. No jokes. Look, I'm not a BS person, okay? I tell you the truth. You know, I've been coming on these internet shows telling people truths for years, and nobody wants to buy it. Well, guess what? I should have 2,000 viewers right now, just based on the fact that I was on ABC with Jenny McCarthy. People should want to come and see what I got to say. But you know what? I'm not giving up, because one day I will get on this air on the internet and have Jenny McCarthy sitting next to me. I believe it'll happen. If you believe in it, it will come true. You gotta believe in it. Right now, Jenny McCarthy doesn't have a job because the View cut her loose. The View let Jenny McCarthy go. She's looking for work. Just think about that. I'm looking to bring in top name talent. Enough said. Enough said. I know what I want to do down the road. When I have the opportunity financially to be able to afford to do the right thing the right way, I've got ideas. And you know what? If they decide they're going to turn around and make Beerman the movie, like the people you're talking about here, guest, well then let them do it. If they do it, so be it. I'm not going to sit here and cry in my beer. I know what I am, and I know what I'm capable of doing. And the bottom line is, I'm a good guy, and the man upstairs is watching down on me, and one day he's going to give me the tools I need to show the world that I'm legit. I believe in it. Like Glenn Wilson told me. Glenn Wilson said, believe in yourself, it'll happen. Glenn Wilson is a very, very religious guy. And you know what? I know religion doesn't always sell, but the bottom line is, Glenn Wilson's a really good guy. And I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to have him on this show twice. Very thankful for it. Time to get another beer. So, you know, I wish we'd have more people out here tonight, but I'm being honest, you know. But it is what it is. I'm glad we have who we have here tonight. But, you know, it's one night that I'm drinking, and that's that. And I'm going to drink because that's what I want to do. So, bottom line is, you know, there's only so much I could say. I want to read your chat as we go through tonight, and that's that. I'm disappointed in Facebook. I really am. You know, there's a big thing on Facebook right now about the grade school I went to. And they're showing pictures. And the grade school I went to was a Catholic grade school, and they closed it many years ago. And they're showing pictures of how terrible it looks today. You know, it's just sad. It really is what's happened. So, you know, they've got like about 150 comments about it already. I mean, it's a hot topic. People are like going crazy about it. I mean, there's like a ton and ton of comments on it. You know, it's crazy. Like, people will talk about the weirdest things. It's like, you know, I mean, and I could sit here and host a live chat about my grade school, but at the end of the day, are people really going to be open to come into an internet chat room and talk about it? I mean, that's the sad thing is, I'm a product of that grade school. You think people will come in here and support this show? Nah, absolutely not. They can't do that. You know, it's frustrating. It really is because society, today's world, the society we live in is so messed up. You know, and just like the chatter's here, Trish is here, and a guest is here, and I don't know who else is out there. I'm not really getting those numbers if they are out there. But the sad part about today's world, it's just so sickening because you try to be an upstart, and
Cecily Tynan,
what
a
you get
severe
back from
thunderstorm
people
warning has
is
been issued.
it just makes me shake my head. It really does. I mean, honestly, look, in life there's quitters and there's people who overcome and conquer. And I'm not going to be a quitter because that's not me. I don't have it in my body to quit. No matter what it is, I'm not going to quit. Now, look, in the past, I was a quitter. And honestly, the stuff I'm going through now, yeah, I want to fold. I really do. But I'm trying to be strong-minded and trying to overcome and conquer. Because when you overcome and conquer, people respect that. So here we are, we're over an hour here on this show. And I spent 20 minutes of this show just sitting here telling people how I really feel. And here we are over an hour. There's people like Scott Matisol, who's out in Vegas, and he's big on stocks right now, and he don't have the time to come here because he's big on stocks. Then there's a guy like the Dirty Twig who's out in California, and Dirty Twig's been good to me over the years. I like the Dirty Twig. And then there's people who come here from Hollywood, and, it's still just mind-boggling. But you know what? Hey, I'm a Philly boy. I'm not going to let them just destroy me like that. I'm a thick and through Philly boy. I survived 35 years in Philadelphia until finally I packed up and left for the suburbs of Philly. And here I am surviving almost 3 years in the burbs, so My whole life story is a story of survival. Look, the girl from back in my sophomore year of high school recently sent me a message on Facebook asking me what's there to do at the Phillies game for my daughter's birthday. And you know what? To be honest with you, to me that was a major, major mountain climbed. Because many moons ago, it wasn't always happy. It's a sad story. It really is. But you know what? It had a happy ending. I can't tell you the whole story here, but one day, I promise, the story will get out there. Probably my book, because I'm going to write a book. I really, really want to write a book so bad, because the story has what it takes to write a book. And it just, the fact is I'm working on 38. I'll be 38 in September. I'm working towards it. But it's been a battle. It's been a battle uphill. And, it is a sad story, though. But thank God I overcame and conquered, and I'm here. And if it wasn't for that TV station, I wouldn't be sitting here tonight telling you guys about the story. So, look, I'm never going to be famous, and I'm coming to grips with that. That was one of my dreams, that I'd become famous, but it's not going to happen. But when I look at my life as a whole, looking back, yeah, I've got to go to a lot of major events. I got to be on TV with Jenny McCarthy. And, I don't know. I just, There's a song that says, "Put the past away, I wish you'd step back from the ledge, my friend." You know, that's a great song. I can't sing for shit. I tried to make a music video and it was terrible. I'd sung the song "Take Me Higher." I actually looked good in it though. You know, I remember the one time a girl told me I looked like Billy Kerrigan from the Smashing Pumpkins. Now, this was back many years ago. You know, the one thing in my life is I never felt like I was good enough. You know, and even as I'm getting ready to go after 38, I don't feel like I'm good enough. It's just, you know, I look at me. I mean, receding hairline, the glasses, you know. I remember when I was a hell of a lot better looking. But, you know, I feel like I'm on an episode of The Twilight Zone or The Outer Limits right now. And it kind of sucks that only, you know, 2 people are here. But I mean, it would suck if nobody was here. But then I would have just shut it off if nobody was here. So. But the bottom line is, people are just not supportive. I know people are going to always make excuses about, oh, I got all the stuff that going on in my life, you know. I got my kids, I got this, I got that, you know, and it just, it really, it just, I don't know. It really is sickening, honestly. I swear to God, if that's Mike Digital in there saying this shit, I'm going to be pretty upset. Man, Digital, if that's you, man, just admit to it. Because you liked my link on Beerman Network. Jesus Christ. Man, oh man. I'm now on my 4th beer, by the way. You know, it's nice that Digital, at least, if it's you, dude, at least you're still here. But, I mean, it's good to know at least somebody's got my back in this whole war I'm fighting, dude. But I hate to tell you, I gotta eat some more pretzels, so. Man. You know, it's funny because some people are meant to be parents and some people ain't. And, I don't know. Just, you know, I had an uncle who, drank himself. And, he went to the hospital and, he died of cirrhosis of the liver. This was back in 2002. And, I don't know, man. Life's depressing sometimes. It really is. Here we are in 2014 and, just don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm pretty bummed out. And, Just don't know how much more I got left. Right on. You know, as much as everybody makes fun of Scott Mattisall, to me, you know what? When I interviewed him one-on-one on a YouTube show, I felt like I was on top of the world because I was connected to somebody famous. You know, that's the truth. No matter how much you guys like it or not. To me, Scott Mattisall is definitely a famous guy. He's a famous guy. And, you know, now he told me that he had a son. I don't know how true that is. You know, yeah, I'm ready. No doubt about it, I'm ready. Hey, the truth is, I ain't gonna hide it anymore. You know, I'm ready. Is anybody there? I haven't seen no typing in a while. You know, this is what rock bottom. Is that Trish or who's there? Hello? I put hello and then it said guest hello. I don't know who that is. Bottom line is, you know what? Somebody's just joking around with me tonight. That is not somebody from Hollywood. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not that stupid. You know, it's good to know I have friends. Oh, thank you. You're a Ustreamer. Gotta love it. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Curse me up? After I leave, you're gonna write something like, you know, like what happened last time. Some girl said, "Oh, I'm just surfing the UStream and I found you." So tomorrow, after I sober up, I'll have to delete somebody. I don't know. You know, one thing that pisses me off is a lot of people out here are fake. You know, it's like people come in here and say stuff. You streamers are harsh. Man, let me tell you something, person. You know who's harsh? Every freaking human being on this planet is fucking harsh. You want to know what's harsh? Every single person that breathes is harsh. That's harsh. You know, Scott Matisol was right. The aliens are the best people, man. I want to meet the alien. Now, you know who I want to meet? I want to meet the creator. They say he's up there. No, I want to meet the creator. I want to meet the guy who created human beings. I want to meet the guy. I want to meet the guy who created human beings. You know why I want to meet that guy? Because I want to ask him why. Why did he create people who are worse than me? And why did he create people who are better than me? And it seems like 90% of the people out there are better than me. You know why? Because they got more money than me. They got better living conditions than me. They got kids. What I got? That's what I want to know. I really wish I could meet the guy who created this whole thing. They tell you about people who die and they see, the light. I want to see the light. I want to get answers, and then I want to come back. That's what I want to do. I want to get answers, and then I want to come back. I see people put pictures of their kids, and, I look in the mirror and I see myself, and I say, you know what? I'm working for shit wages. I'm working shitty schedules. I get treated like I'm a piece of shit at my job. I wake up bright and early in the morning when everybody else gets to sleep in. I want to know why my life's so fucked up. I really want to know the truth. That's all I want to know. But you know what? I've been here long enough. 2 viewers ain't worth hanging around for. I know Trish is probably hanging somewhere in the background. But you know what? I want to thank every 3 people. Looks like 3 people total came here live. I want to thank all the people who are going to watch this on the archive. And that's all I got to say tonight. I think it's time to close it down. So you got 2 live viewers, and who God only knows how many archives are going to come. But it sure in hell ain't going to be a high number. So, I'm not good enough to get high numbers, you know what I'm saying? But I was good enough to be on TV with ABC with Jenny McCarthy. But I'm not good enough to be to get 2,000 viewers. So you know what? Like Kenny Rogers used to say, it's time to fold them.